Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is David and today we are talking about QNT and XRP. These two cryptocurrencies on a portfolio are the recipe for success in my opinion because they're my top two holds. But with the research I've done, I always come back to them and desaying into heavy amounts because they tick all the boxes that need to be ticked. Now the title of the video is these two cryptos added together are a recipe for a rocket, for an explosion going off. Now the amounts are irrelevant. It's all about your personal goals, how much you want to accumulate. Maybe you only want to accumulate QNT. Maybe you only want to accumulate XRP. That's completely your choice. So today, I want to go into intricacies of the Overledger, the Interledger, and why these two cryptocurrencies actually complement each other right now and in the long term. A lot of value in today's video. Stay around to the end, and without further ado, here we go. Okay, so a big thank you to everyone who watches, likes, and comments on my videos. Nearly 6K subscribers. That is absolutely insane. To my regular viewers, be on the lookout for the 3rd of January. Also to everyone who is active in Discord. Shout out to Dread Phoenix. Shout out to Goms93. Shout out to Strawberry Nuts. Shout out to HBar21 New Arrival, Zed. Everyone is welcome. Link is down below. Here we have, firstly, is the Overledger. Now, just to catch everyone up, it is not a blockchain. We're talking about an operating system on top of multiple blockchains, and it's provided a platform to build, to use multi-chain applications and integrating with all types of blockchains. Not only is the Overledger providing interoperability to leading enterprises, public blockchains, connecting legacy systems, the networks of the world to blockchain, they were doing it at scale without overhead, without blockchains having to fork their code to connect, without restrictions in place, without another blockchain in the middle. The Overledger does this with just 3 lines of code. That is insane. That is something that's definitely overlooked. That pushes me towards any to any. This is very important, right? Because the majority of other blockchain interoperability projects are blockchain to blockchain. That's why I really don't see a competitor to Quant, because that's not true interoperability. Interoperability goes way beyond blockchain itself. When you think about their solutions, when you build a blockchain layer on top of other blockchains, when you think about the Overledger universal, connecting any API to any blockchain. Here's a perfect mind map by XX1133122111. You can see payment APIs, blockchains, enterprise blockchains, banking APIs, IoT APIs, seeing integration of the majority, or if not all the APIs, through the Overledger. Here we have the last point, which is future-proof. Here we have an article, Overledger Under the Hood by Andy Nelson, quotation marks. Here we have, our goal is to ensure that Overledger is a future-proof cloud-native solution that can rapidly support any new requirements or functionality needed. When you think about all the layers when it comes to the filtering, ordering, transaction, messaging layer, the Overledger isolates all these layers. So it doesn't matter what blockchain is being used, whether that's new, whether that is old, because we're talking about an operating system here. It's easily integrated. It's on top of the blockchains. Now we're on to the Interledger. It's a value protocol, not a data protocol. Now let's go to the actual origins here. Back in 2015, Ripple releases Interledger to connect banks and blockchains. A few parts I want to read. So we can see here, so Ripple has introduced the Interledger protocol, which intends to act as an arbiter for all types of ledgers, both those that are distributed and traditional centralized alternatives. And further down we can see the Interledger is a protocol in a true sense. It creates ways for ledgers to interact. Bitcoin and Ripple are payment systems. They require everyone to adopt that system for users to interact. The Interledger is being utilized to connect banking systems across borders, where XRP is being functions as a standardized settlement layer for these global banks. Very interesting. In the words of Gilbert Verdian, they're very different, right? Think of the Interledger protocol as you send a message between you and your friend, is the interaction between you two in terms of the two parties. And so in most scenarios, you see the Overledger interoperate data, value, and there's scenarios where you can see XRP, the Interledger protocol, settle, right? Complement each other. Also, we can see number 2, interoperability. Now, obviously, the Overledger is, it's known when it comes to interoperability, but there is one solution I found where the Interledger is actually chosen as an interoperability solution, which is Moduloop, and they're focused around the operability between payment systems. There are no licensing costs to build on Mojaloop because they're a charitable, non-profit organization. Some of the sponsor members include COIL, Google, Rockefeller Foundation, and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation founded or started Mojaloop back in 2017. Very interesting. Also, on the World Economic Forum paper back in 2020, inclusive deployment of blockchain for supply chains, a framework for blockchain interoperability. You know who's going to be on this paper. So on page 14, if I'm correct, we can see here, so a little bit more above, we can see interoperability approaches, and the three approaches are cross-authentication, Oracle, and API gateway. Now further down, we can see interoperability solutions released by multiple companies and mapped out according to the three technical methods presented above. So we see in Relay, we can see Quant, and in hash time lock contract agreements off-chain, we can see the Interledger. And what does this say to me? This says that there's chosen ones in the space, right? They've been testing blockchain for years. The World Economic Forum is very, I don't really like it. There's bad connotations, but when you look at the facts, who attends Davos, the majority of billionaires on the planet are attending there, leading CEOs from corporations, they're going to win, they're going to have their way, right? And these blockchains are chosen. I truly believe that. Should have added another section for the Interledger, but it is what it is. Now we're on to the last section, which is XRP and QNT. A lot of situations where the actual Overledger benefits the XRP ledger and XRP. So the Overledger shakes hands or connects the XRP ledger to users, clients from enterprise permission blockchains and public permissionless blockchains to use the XRP and the XRP ledger. This is where the beautiful complementary aspects occur. This is the whole point of the video, enabling more use cases for XRP, the Overledger offering more functionality to what the actual Interledger offers, right? When you think about, the more that XRP grows, the more use cases, the more that interoperability is actually needed, and no one complements XRP like QNT, especially when it comes to the Overledger, right? Interoperability for everything. That lastly pushes me on to CBDCs. And when it comes to CBDCs, just taking a little bit of a step back, thinking to the Digital Pound Foundation, it's going to be no surprise to see Ripple and Quant work together within the future, right? And you can think about in terms of the complementary aspects when you think about the Overledger transferring value, then settlement with XRP. That is a perfect combination when you think about XRP being the bridge asset for CBDCs, RTDS systems, Quant interoperability from RTDS to DLT, and domestic CBDCs. It's important to note also the Interledger protocol has been successfully tested by banks such as the Bank of Japan and the European Central Bank. When it comes to the digital euro, approaching Nexi, and Nexi relying on their Quant as interoperability solution, that connection there, people always question, is XRP involved with the CBDC? Is Quant involved with the CBDC? Maybe they both are. Who knows? We will just have to wait. Also, forgot to include this tweet by Just a Tech Guy. Those that love XRP Interledger protocols, such as myself, should absolutely love QNT. This is all part of the Quilt reboot, where we are working to bring universal interoperability that covers wider use cases and still see the need to keep Interledger protocol as it covers a specific interoperability use cases, but also for a wider approach. The complementary aspects are fantastic. That is pretty much it for today's video. What to expect for videos going forward. I'm recording videos in advance for New Year's. David Schwartz, you know the tweet where he tweeted, XRP cannot be dirt cheap. I want to analyze that. What did he actually mean? It's been taken out of context so much. Also, comparing LCX, another video, LCX crypto to other exchange tokens like BNB and CRO, and why I believe it's going to be the exchange token when it comes to regulations going forward. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you found some value in today's video. Please leave a like down below, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.